Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Hello. And certainly is it wonderful seeing you all. Yes, 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 Pamela. It's certainly a happy St. Patrick's Day indeed. It certainly is. Oh, yes, 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 of course. And I'm eventually going to talk a little bit about St. Patrick's Day and why it is celebrated. Hi, Julia. Hello to Julia. Just to say, Damien is Julia's son, by the way, but that's lovely, Julia. So, thinking of you very much, Julia, and hoping you're okay for your health and hoping your health improves. Even though you've got heart issues, I do hope things improve for you over time. And Maria, hello to lovely Maria. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Gosh, I keep forgetting the lyrics, but I need to listen to the song again. Blacksmith, happy St. Patrick's Day to yourself and Basil. And happy St. Patrick's Day to your granddaughter and your granddaughter's boyfriend or potential fiancé. And of course, yes. And also, if one didn't know, St. Patrick's Day is the birthday of my friend's father, my friend Carly. Well, Carla, that is. Her father's birthday is St. Patrick's Day too, and he is now 76, to tell oneself odd things. He was 75 last year, St. Patrick's Day. Now he's 76. Make something of that. We're only going to do about 1 hour in this one, just say, or maybe slightly less. And who else am I? Oh, you love that hat and green shirt. Very festive. And just let you know, this is actually a green cardigan as well, but it's dark green to tell oneself of things. Not the Muppets theme. What's wrong with the Muppets theme? No, we can negotiate this the easy way or the hard way. No, just kidding. No, it's almost like, now boys, oh, wait a minute. Now boys, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. I guess it's going to be the hard way. And I'll tell you where that comes from in a moment. Sir Lord Dandy, hello to you, sir. Nice to see you. I didn't go out for St. Patrick's Day, no. I didn't go out, but I really should make it a point to go out annually for a pint. I think maybe when this live is over, I'll probably have a St. Patrick's Day pint. And, I'll probably have a St. Patrick's Day pint, if possible. Thank you, Julia, thank you. Oh, thank you for saying I have a good singing voice. Thank you, Julia. It's so lovely, Julia. And we're going to get Julia. Oh, she is an enchantment. And she's an enchantment for friendliness, which comes at the cost of wonderful greatness. It's so lovely, Julia. One should remain not peculiar. Now, if I made fun of you, Julia, my sincerest apologies. And just to let you know, if you want to know why I'm wearing this hat, I am fortunately not bald. Fortunately not. I've still got hair. I'm still, as all of you know, I am still a small, dark-haired man. As you all know quite well, small because of 5'8", 154 pounds, which equates to 11 stone, as you know. And of course, well, nowadays, I would certainly say 5'8" is quite small for a man. Really, certainly not in the past, even though I'm taller than a lot of my relatives, particularly my mother and my aunties and uncles. And all that, but it really is considered rather small nowadays. I mean, I would certainly say so, because a lot of boys, certainly in my age group, and certainly about 5 or 10 years younger or so, many are already taller than I, astonish one as it might. So many of us, so many younger lot have gotten taller, and that except me, or a minority of other people in my age group. But we're all different. We're all different, aren't we? There's only as truth has things. Some of us will be tall, some of us will be short, some of us will be small or in the middle. And obviously my mother's one example of somebody quite small. My father and my brother less so, but yeah, that's all I can really say. But I've got to put my hat back on because it is the St. Patrick's Day live stream, but I'm still showing proof I've not lost any of my hair. None of my hair is gone. Hi, Fiona. Hello to my new friend, Fiona Diamond. Hello. I've never seen a St. Patrick's Day celebration in Brighton before, but I'm sure it happens when I've not looked or seen it. That's my conclusion. Oh, thank you, Pamela. And I know you have a thing for my hair, don't you? You've certainly got a thing for my hair. Thick hair, it's actually feeling a little bit thinner now these days, Pamela. I'm not losing my hair, no, but it's generally feeling thinner nowadays. It started to gradually get thinner after I reached a certain age. And it was when I got to about 15, 16, it became less curly. Because can I tell you something, Pamela? When I was a little boy, I had very, very curly hair. I really had very curly hair as a little boy until I was I think when I got to about 15 or 16, I began to lose. It just became less curly. And looking at it now, it seldom looks curly now. Do they really? Oh, wow. Well done to your husband's family. Well done them. Husband's family has a huge celebration in Chicago every St. Patrick's Day. They eat corned beef and attend the big parade. Now, I never knew there was a big parade of St. Patrick's Day in Chicago. Actually, now I'm going to talk about St. Patrick's Day in a few moments. Betty and Steve, hello to you. But yes, Pamela, since you have a thing for my hair, it was very curly at one point, my hair, but less so now. I've still got a few curls, but I really don't have many now. I don't have it. I really don't have it's really not as curly now as it used to be. No, my hair's changed a lot in nearly 10 years. I mean, no, there's no, I don't. It's really my hair has changed a lot in about 10 years, but it happens. It can happen to some of us. But my mother's hair has remained curly, and my brother's hair has remained curly. It's my father who doesn't have curly hair. That's the only. I think my hair's really, if anything, beginning to resemble my father's hair. Because he's got a complete full head of hair still too. He's almost 50 and has never gone bald. He's not once gone bald. I mean, I don't think I'll go bald. I mean, hopefully not, but I don't think it's likely. But I've just got to wait and see, haven't I? Right, the hat back on for the St. Patrick's Day, as we know. No, I'm not dyeing my hair, Pamela. I'm afraid I'm not going to dye my hair. No, I wouldn't dye it. No, I have dark wavy hair. It's really nice. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. I know you have a thing for my hair. Now that is interesting. This really is interesting, learning there are a lot of people of Chicago of Irish descent. But you're of Irish. You've got Irish ancestral blood in you as well, Pamela. About 65% Irish, as far as you did tell me. with lovely blue eyes. Oh, gosh. Fair skin, blue eyes. Gosh, I mean, gosh, I imagine you must be pretty. Despite being over 60, I imagine you're still very pretty. You know. Don't get me wrong, Pamela. You still get many pretty ladies in their 60s. And you still get many handsome men in their 60s. Like, say, for example, the late Chris Greener. I thought he was still a handsome man, even before he died. I mean, very handsome. Good evening to you, Rexy. Good evening to you. It's happy St. Patrick's Day indeed. If your husband's family did attend the St. Patrick's Day parade, I hope they had a nice time, if they did it this year. So, hello to you, sir. Hello to you. And, oh, sorry. And Susan, hello to lovely Susan. Nutmeg, hello to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Christine, hello to you. Hello to you. And yes, I'm going to talk a little bit about St. Patrick's Day now. If one knows St. Patrick's Day, or the Feast of St. Patrick, Irish, La Fiel Padraig, the day of the Festival of Patrick, it's a religious and cultural holiday held annually on the 17th of March every single year, which was the traditional date of the late St. Patrick, the foremost patron saint of Ireland, to tell oneself of things. But it wasn't until many, many years later, it wasn't until centuries after St. Patrick died that it was in the early 17th century it became an official Christian feast day, St. Patrick's Day itself. Now that might interest some of you as it might. This is only the truth. And this is how the information goes regarding St. Patrick's Day. Oh shit, sorry, Sir Lord Dandy. Oh gosh. You injured yourself while measuring radio frequencies. Gosh, oh wow, what a good St. Patrick's joke. Oh, you're blushing. Oh God. But you pride your kindness above all. No, well, you always pride your kindness, Pamela, and that's why we love you. Well, I certainly love you. We love you for your kindness. And does your husband have, I don't know if your husband has blue eyes or not, but I'm guessing he has either blue eyes or different colored eyes to yourself, but I'd be surprised if he had my eyes. You know, don't get me wrong, many men do, and many women do. My mother's one example was dark brown eyes. That is. No, but I could only imagine that you're pretty, you know, if you've still got lovely long hair, nice fair skin and lovely blue eyes at over 60. I could only imagine you're still very pretty, Pamela. That's what I can imagine. And yes, your kindness, we love your kindness, and I can say that for a fact. Yeah. The snake, Fiona. Oh, Fiona, you are brilliant. I read the joke now, Sir Lord Dandy. I've read the joke now. But hoping you're all right, Christine, I did get your comment about nearly a couple of weeks ago, and lovely comment. Yes, I know that. I know he's tall. I know that. Tall. He's dark as well. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that. And wow, he's still handsome. Oh, lucky him. Some men into older age are still handsome, Pamela. One example of a handsome man, despite being of older age, Harrison Ford. And Chris Greener, he was still very handsome, I thought, before he died. You know, you still get some men in older age do remain handsome. I can tell you that. Herman, hello to you. And Southern, hello. I know that. Some men are more handsome when they're younger, but some get more handsome as they age. I know that. I am only acutely aware of that. No, but can I tell you something, Pamela? Surprise you as it might. It was when I was before I was 20, I used to get considered handsome a lot. I was considered handsome a hell of a lot by almost anybody. I used to get considered that by almost anybody. But it was after turning 20, after I gained weight, Pamela, I didn't get it as often. But some still do. Some still say that about me. But I haven't had it as often. But to be honest with you, I'm really not that bothered whether one considers me handsome or not. It sort of bothers you less as one gets older. But I always appreciate the compliment. What have you? Christine, oh, welcome to the channel members, Christine. Welcome. And please know you've always got a place here within my content. You've always got a place here within my content. Yes, Christopher Lee, yes, was very easy on the eye. He was handsome, though. A very distinctive, handsome man. Yeah, I know that. Southern, yes, I know. Unfortunately, even Rain's dear. Only two right and well sad. You have an excellent book to read, How the Irish Saved Civilian by Cahill. Oh, well done you. Interesting, Nutmeg. Very, very interesting. Oh, Susan, thank you for your kindness towards Maria. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't got a special dinner, no. Unfortunately not, fellow mod Dormery. Well, lovely mod Dormery, that is. Who's firm but fair. And Pamela, she's loving, firm but fair. And you two are both the best new choice of moderators to have within my community. Unfortunately not, no, but I think when this live is over, I'm probably going to go for a St. Patrick's pint of Guinness, as Julia in Australia so kindly recommended to me. If I could, Christine, you'd get a nice big hug from me, my lovely. You'd get a nice long hug from me. Lovely, lovely. No, it's always a pleasure, and please, I meant what I said. You've always got a place here within my content, and I mean that. Unquestionably and undoubtedly, you've always got a place here. You know, we all welcome newcomers in this community. It's certainly in my community. Any newcomers, new channel members, new subscribers, or anybody who's new to the live stream or whatever content I provide, they've always got a place here. And certainly following the saddening death of our wonderful late Captain Graham de Baron Hesketh, a marvellous man, anybody who always wants to come over here following his death and needs something to watch or something to pass the time, they've always got a place here too, as well as with Fiona, Trevor, Sapper, the Hutches, Annabelle, many people, Duchess Bless, so many to list and point out. They've always got a place here. It's about the sack of Rome. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Now that is going to come across as interesting, Nutmeg. This is certainly going to come across as interesting. You interest a lot. I think anybody in Ireland who's watching this is going to captivate their interest. Oh, yes, I'd give you a nice big hug. And always to Pamela, too. And cuddles to Braveheart as well, although I might be wrong, but did you tell me that Braveheart can get quite moody if you cuddle her, Pamela? And, oh, thank you, Alison. Thank you for your kindness towards Blacksmith. Hello to Alison. Hello to Alison and her sons. Her 2 6-foot sons, I think, because I know one of them's well over 6 foot. But I don't know if the other one is 6 foot or not. Although one of my friends in here is both her parents. Both her parents are no shorter than 6 foot. And the person whose parents are no shorter than 6 foot are Pamela's parents. That is. And actually, that's taller than Pamela herself. Tall as she is, She's not as tall as her parents. Oh, but did that ever make you jealous, Pamela, or did you ever envy them because you never got to be their height, what have you? Because some people are like, girls are like that. They're like, oh, but I wished I was as tall as my parents. Some are like that, you know. Some can be like that, but you know, it's just the way it is. So long as they still love you, that's the main thing. They've still got a little girl. That's the good in that. They've still got a little girl for a daughter. Have a listen to a song called Easter, written about Northern Ireland. Yes, I'm going to give it a listen, Southern. Yes, I will. I will give it a good listen, old friend. No, welcome to the channel members, Christine. Welcome to the channel members. Thank you, Nutmeg, thank you. That's what I focus on too, Pamela, the personality, the characteristics of one's personality traits. That's what's most important as opposed to one's size, yes. And even say, for example, when I was talking to Marcy, because I remembered we were joking about sitting on a settee, and she was like, can I sit on your settee? And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm the most cuddly for you. And then she sent me a private message and she said, please, don't you worry. I'd hug anybody, any size. And she said, hugs is not about size, it's about friendship. Same with friendship. It's not about size, it's about how one's character is represented and presented, what have you. Nutmeg, actually, those are my normal clothes, but this is a dark green cardigan. But I've worn this to pay tribute and represent St. Patrick's Day. And this hat, this green hat, I've worn it to pay tribute to St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, true that. Yeah, true that. True that. Braveheart can be very cuddly as long as it's her idea. Oh, goodness. She's obviously got an interesting personality, hasn't she? No, hugs to you always, Julia. Hugs to you always. Oh, Alison, you're so lovely. You're always so lovely. And thank you, Pamela. Thank you for your kindness towards Alison, and thank you for for what you had to share kindly to her. Thank you, big time. No, yes, it's the best way forward. It's the best way forward, Pamela, to focus on people's personalities and character. That's what's not only is it interesting, but it's valuable to focus on that too, to show a point here. Alrighty, now shall we continue with the representation of St. Patrick's Day? Now, where were we? When we were last talking, it was made an official Christian feast day in the early 17th century, and it's observed by the Catholic Church and Anglican Communion, especially the Church of Ireland, undoubtedly, as one could so imagine and expect here. The Eastern is also observed by the Eastern Orthodox Church and the Lutheran Church. It also commemorates St. Patrick with the arrival of Christianity in Ireland by extension, and which celebrates the hue and culture of the Irish in general. Yes, I know that. And some of you might not be aware, but I was sharing the insight here. And as you know, yes, and before one asks, yes, there are celebrations when it comes to St. Patrick's Day annually held, namely involving public parades and festivals, a ceilidh, and the wearing of green attire. And well, I've got green attire on. Even though I've not gone to a St. Patrick's Day party, I've done a St. Patrick's Day representation wearing green to pay tribute to St. Patrick's Day itself. what have you. It's a kind... Oh, thank you, Alison. This means a lot. Thank you. If we could, all of us would just give you a big, nice, long hug. I mean, I know you're not small enough for me to protectively hug you, but yes, I'd give you a nice, long hug. Although there are some in here who are small enough for me to protectively hug them. No, I'm not saying this to make fun. I'm just saying this out of kindness. That's all. Oh, geez, am I missing anything? I think I only read one of Outer Limits' comments, but I missed the other. Oh, there we are. Top of the evening to you. Top of the evening to you, Outer Limits. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. And I'm going to show a bit more soon. I just had, because I was right, I missed a comment. I had to check. I hadn't, and it turns out there was one I missed from, and I missed the comment, the first comment from Outer Limits. But thank you for saying I'm representing St. Patrick's Day well, Dormery. Thank you kindly. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nutmeg. Thank you. Yes, it's a great description from Nutmeg, isn't it? But undoubtedly, you know, but right, okay. The next part of that St. Patrick's Day is a public holiday. Obviously, undoubtedly, is it a public holiday in the Republic of Southern Ireland, Northern Ireland, and, well, now hear this. Surprise one as it might, St. Patrick's Day is also a public holiday in the Canadian province of Newfoundland and Labrador for their provincial government employees and the British Overseas Territory of Montserrat. And also it is additionally widely celebrated in places with large Irish diaspora in England and the United Kingdom as a whole, Canada, United States, Australia and New Zealand, that's down under, and South Africa. And it's also celebrated, and if you didn't know, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in more countries than any other annually held national festival. Now this, as you can imagine, this would certainly surprise one as it might. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now. I hope your tests work out okay for you, Julia. I hope your tests work out all right. Good luck. Ta-ta. Ta-ta for now. Julia is in Australia, just to say, Dawn Marie, and she has heart problems, unfortunately. So tests are only vital for her to go to. Yes, as it turns out, there's large Irish diaspora in a lot of countries, particularly in Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, that is, where a lot of Pamela's husband's family hails from. And they have the large celebrations there, as she was telling me just recently. But all righty-ho. More celebrations regarding St. Patrick's Day have been greatly influenced not only by those of the Irish diaspora, well, obviously the Irish diaspora, but however, there has been criticism of St. Patrick's Day becoming commercialized for fostering negative stereotypes of Irish people. Now that is a bit surprising. That is a bit surprising regarding St. Patrick's Day becoming commercialized. And it's not always the greatest when a celebratory date becomes commercialized. Oh gosh, but that's as its insight goes regarding St. Patrick's Day. What have you, all that. But if you want to know, but regarding St. Patrick himself, however, I think a lot of you may know this already, but some of you on here may not know. St. Patrick was a 5th century Christian missionary and bishop in Ireland. To share a little bit of information about him. Yeah, no, yes, I completely agree with you on that. I completely agree with you on that, Pamela. Couldn't agree with you more on this. Yes, no, it's very, very interesting what Fiona had to so share, Maria. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more, most certainly. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Harriet, which is also widely celebrated in your home country of Canada, to tell you something here. St. Patrick's Day. And all that. Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. I just recently got a message from one of my wonderful friends. Just got to quickly reply, and then I'm going to get back to her. Oh, sorry, wait a moment. I just got to reply to Michelle for a minute. Lovely, lovely Michelle. Oh, do I love her dearly. And especially what she said to me almost 2 years ago. I'll never forget that. Here we are. Yep, just replied. Sorry about that, but I had to reply to Michelle. I mean, I could never go without replying to Michelle, and I've got a hell of a lot of other comments to reply to, which I've taken far too long to get back to, but don't worry, I will reply. I will reply, but it's just going to take some time. That's all. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you kindly. And thank you, Nutmeg, for wishing a happy St. Patrick's Day to Harriet. You plan to order the book Nutmeg suggested? Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Pamela won't be disappointed. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion all the same, Nutmeg. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. But to tell something regarding celebrations and traditions for St. Patrick's Day, present-day St. Patrick's Day celebrations have been greatly influenced by those developed among not the Irish diaspora, especially in North America, but until the late 20th century, regarding St. Patrick's Day celebrations, that is, St. Patrick's Day was often a bigger celebration among the diaspora than it was in Ireland. And celebrations involve public parades and festivals. I mean, Pamela mentioned one example of one being held in Chicago, where her husband's family, namely, a lot of her husband's family is located over. And Irish traditional music sessions, ceilidh, wearing of green attire, or shamrocks. There are also formal gatherings such as banquets and dances, although they were generally more common in the past, but lesser common since sometime in the 20th century, surprise one as it might, or probably not surprise one as it might. Vriega, hello to you. Hello. Don't worry about being late to the party. Don't worry. There's always the replay, but happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. No trouble at all about arriving late. No trouble at all. Certainly no trouble at all. Yes, it's hello to hard to pronounce. Very, very hard to pronounce. I mean, extremely hard to pronounce. Oh, my. Oh. No, not to worry, but hello to you all the same. All right, then. Now, regarding celebrations for St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day parades, they began in North America in the 18th century, but did not spread to Ireland, very surprisingly, until the 20th century. You know, they began in North America, the St. Patrick's Day parade, and now that really did surprise me. It really did surprise me that they never originally began in Ireland, the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. I mean, sorry if I was a bit slow, but really only trying to represent St. Patrick's Day as properly as one can, or as well as one can. Not trying to boast about it, but just carefully, steadily, and in a way that's interesting to you. All in here. It's Dutch. It means low flight. Oh, does it? How lovely. Yeah, no, it's very lovely. And it's Dutch. Oh, I think you did tell me you were in Netherlands, are you not? I think I remember you saying to me before. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Flying low. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, but more effort is made to use the Irish language in Ireland when it comes to St. Patrick's Day. Also, 17th of March, which is Sikh Chain na Gaeilge, Irish Language Week. And also, regarding St. Patrick's Day celebrations, in the Christian side of things, Christians are namely known or may attend church services on St. Patrick's Day for the church service celebration, and the Lenten restrictions on eating and drinking alcohol are also lifted for the day of St. Patrick's Day. Perhaps because of this, I mean, and as conclusion so comes, they believe possibly perhaps because of it, drinking alcohol, particularly Irish whiskey, beer or cider, has become the integral part of the St. Patrick's Day cultural traditional celebrations. Which also, and it can also lead to the relaxation of fasting rules, you know, eating fasting rules in the consumption of stout, dark ale, beer, what have you. So, some interesting ways as to how St. Patrick's Day itself is celebrated. I mean, I've certainly found, when I found this out regarding the St. Patrick's Day celebrations, what have you, I found all of this interesting when reading its insight and all that. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you kindly. Pamela means all sweetness and honey. Oh, well, you are sweet, aren't you? Ah, yes. No, I'd say that giving you a hug. Oh, you are such a sweet friend. Well, may not be the strongest of hug I could give, but I'd definitely try and give a nice long one. But I think if it was you, on the other hand, it'd probably be a strong one, especially taking into account you being muscular, as you did tell me before. Slender but muscular. Well, to tell you something, Pamela, we've got many people who are slender and muscular. Although I wouldn't say Mother isn't muscular, though. No, never mind. But you know, we're all different, aren't we? I mean, and I'm not masculine either, but I'm happy with that. Yeah, please consider telling your most understanding friends about our community here. Always welcome new viewers. I haven't, no, Harriet, no, but I am going to, however, have a St. Patrick's Day Guinness at one of my local pubs. I certainly am. Indeed. Ta-da and happy St. Patrick's Day, Maureen. Hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day. When in doubt, the answer is always, we all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Hope that went all right. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you kindly. I will. I certainly will undoubtedly have fun. Oh, my. You've learned that from a wise woman. Well, the woman who told you that certainly was wise. Oh, Pamela, can I thank you kindly for your St. Patrick's Day wishes to Maureen? Thank you. Thank you. Really, thank you. I mean, Maureen deals with poor health every day. So a kindly welcome to Maureen herself is obviously going to mean a lot to her, most sincerely, big time. You know, I mean, think about it. You're living in poor health like Maureen every single day. Wonderful people like Maureen living in poor health, but would give anything to be healthy enough, you know, to do the things that they love to do again. But yet they have to contemplate, not being able to do very much. So thank you kindly for your kindly St. Patrick's Day wishes to Maureen. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And that's all I had to share. Always be good to those, especially those in poor health, or those who, if it's got to the point where one's health has taken an absolute battering in their time. I will. You've given up alcohol for Lent. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll have a little tipple for you, Nutmeg, and whenever I'm over in America. But I think, Nutmeg, the first time when I go to America first time round, I don't think I'm going to visit Massachusetts. No, my aim when I go to United States, I'm hoping to go around about sometime early 2027, early 2028. But I'm only going to go to the states that have warmer weather in that season to get away from the English winter. I don't know if it will definitely happen, but that's something I'm very much planning. Which I'm hoping to do, but I don't know if I'll achieve it or not, but I'll try. But I think the states I'll more likely visit, say, if I do it in January, February 2027 or 2028, I think I'm more likely going to go to either probably Canada and Texas, more likely, where they've got better weather. I think that's where I'm more likely going to go to. No, but other states like I'd be more careful about New York, because I don't want to get fall victim to crime. Because I don't want to fall victim to violent crime in New York, what have you, or drug issues there, or other prominent points of interest or interesting cities in the United States. I think if I were to go, I'd more likely go in a spring or summer for a few days or so. I think that's what I'd more likely do as opposed to in January, February. I don't know. I have no idea, Pamela. Possibly, but I do not know. It just depends on the pub. It depends on which pub one's going to. Yeah, no, I wouldn't think Boston's the place to go to in January, February. Probably more likely March, April, May, June, I would assume. Gabris, hello to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Alison, oh, interesting. Your grandmother was Irish born in Dublin. You remember her. She never lost her accent. Oh, wow, impressive. Well done her. Well done her, indeed. lived there for a time. The Pacific Northwest is beautiful. I can imagine. I can only imagine, Pamela. That I can only greatly imagine, what have you. Yes, but wow, what a representation I gave earlier on. What a representation I had to give regarding St. Patrick's Day. Can't see the disclaimer on the screen. Oh, okay. Right, wait a moment. Let me deal with this. No, it wouldn't interest me to go into fall season, nutmeg. It wouldn't interest me to go into fall. More likely spring or summer, but not fall season. But good suggestion anyway. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you kindly. You love Colorado in winter and summer. Don't worry, I'm dealing with the matter now. Got it up. I've got it up. Pleasure. Pleasure indeed, Pamela. I am extremely sorry I forgot to do it, but at least I've done it now. Yes, the lurker would be Jodie. Jodie and her dog are the lurkers, aren't they, Harriet? We know that only too well if she's not presently seen in the comments. Yes. Oh, Maria, you're always so lovely, aren't you? But Maria, does St. Patrick's Day interest you? And does it interest your parents, by all means? I think, even though I think you said one of your parents is from Argentina and the other one is England, does it ever appeal to them or interest them, St. Patrick's Day? Sorry, wait a moment. What's going on with my hat? Something was in it a minute ago. Oh. No, something was a bit off in my hat, but should be better now. I would hope better now. Lindy, hello to you. The hat's fine now. The hat's fine. It was just something was a bit off, but things are better now. Tabitha, hello to you. You want you want you still want the classic car, don't you? That I was pictured with back in July of 2023. Yes. Yes, and also you spoke to me about your high school friend, your very tall high school friend who just folded himself into his small classic car. I remember that. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had to fold yourself into a small classic car, Tabitha, but yes, you've been saying this to me now for nearly 2 years, and it's quite amusing. You still want the classic car that I was stood by in Worthing back in July 2023. Honestly, you are so funny, Tabitha. You really are. It does, but you're a bit under... Oh, no, you're under the weather. Oh, poor you, Maria. Not so much for them now. Oh, interesting. We've never celebrated it with my family. Surprisingly, we've never celebrated St. Patrick's Day. You're not so much for them, even though you've previously celebrated it. Oh, goodness. Oh, right. And it still gets a laugh out. Yes, it still gets a laugh out of me. I mean, well, I don't know if the part when you said that your very tall high school friend had to fold himself to get in and out of his small classic car. I don't know if that would make me laugh or not, because he would find it tricky, wouldn't he? But the thing that does give me a laugh, Tabitha, is when you say you want that car. Honestly, you are brilliant, Tabitha. You are just brilliant. And very funny, too. If anything to share beyond words. I have a wonderful, genuine... Oh, Pamela, you are brilliant. But speaking of which, Maria... I've never seen a St. Patrick's Day celebration in Brighton. I've never seen that. But where were the St. Patrick's Day celebrations you went to? Were they in London, if I may ask, the ones that you went to, when you previously went to their traditional celebrations, if I may ask? Oh, it's certainly a pleasure, Tabitha. It's certainly a pleasure always indeed. I've never seen a green-coloured beer before, Pamela. I've never seen a green-coloured beer before, I'm afraid. No. I don't think it's likely my beer will be of green colour. No, but I love you, Tabitha. I love you too. If I could, I would hug you. I mean, I don't know if you'd be small enough for me to protectively hug you, but I mean, because I don't know if you were as tall as your very tall high school friend, but I'd protectively hug you. Well, if you were small enough, that is. No, but I do love you dearly, Tabitha. My hat looks amazing. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you. Top of the morning to you. And the rest of the day to yourself. Near Kensington. Oh, it's Kensington. You went to the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Oh, interesting. I imagine if it was Kensington, they would have done a good one. Or still do a good one, I would imagine. Not useless. He has a pint of... Oh. Oh, Lindy, you are funny. And I'm seeing a silly side in you. They dye the entire river running through downtown Chicago green. It's something to see. I could imagine it, yes. I could well and truly imagine so. Not useless, he has a pint of cremate. No, I've already read that. What did Harriet say? Oh, you are brilliant. No, oh, what would you I mean, I know you've not done one. It's probably been since you took up the nursing. I imagine you've not been to a St. Patrick's Day celebration since you took up the nursing, but I would imagine it's a recommended event to go to near Kensington, the St. Patrick's Day celebration, if it's held in that zone particularly. I would imagine it's well recommended. It's a good joke, Harriet. It's a very good joke. You saw the Green River on the news. I haven't seen the Green River on the news, but it looks spectacular. I could only imagine. I could only imagine so. Yeah, that's something to consider. Yes, the environmental impact. But interesting. You should do a podcast with Rexy. I'm thinking about doing it with Rexy. Yes, but the thing is, Rexy. But the thing is, Gabris, I do need to tell you this, and all of you, if anyone wants to know as to why Rexy's not shown his face whenever he's made a live stream appearance on my live streams, he's very skeptical about showing his face on live. He's very skeptical about showing his face live or on video. He's very skeptical about that at the moment. And also, he does not want to be trolled. I mean, listen, if I get trolled, I get trolled. But if it starts affecting my family or friends, then that's what I really detest and despise most. And that's when I will be taking action. And that's when action is taken. If it gets to the point where it's illegal, police will be involved. So it's going to be quite complicated in that regard, Gabris. Your nephew works for the water reclamation department there. He assured me they are very careful about the environment and no harm done. Oh, thank you for telling Nutmeg about this, Pamela. Thank you. That's what you love about me. I'm so genuine, kind, and in. Oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you. If I could, well, if you were small enough, I could just protectively cuddle you right now. Oh, what I mean by protective cuddle or hug is having one of my hands holding the back of your head and the other arm wrapped around the shoulder part. I mean, well, I can only imagine Pamela can do that to her little daughter-in-law, since she said her little daughter-in-law is quite a small gal. Well, or very short lady, presumably, could just protectively cuddle her with one hand holding the back of her head and the other arm wrapped around the shoulder. Well, it'd probably be, for her, it'd be just like giving a little girl a cuddle, what have you. It's vegetable dye, so it doesn't harm the environment. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. Never let the trolls win. This is only vitally important that you never let the trolls win. But even though there is the saying, you can't win, like say, you can't win an argument against the trolls, but one thing you must never, never, never let a troll win is you must never let them win to the point where they could break you mentally if they cause or inflict such harm. I'm 5'8", so I'm actually taller than you, Christine, but I couldn't give a 5'6" lady a protective cuddle, but I can hug them though. No, but I couldn't protectively cuddle them because I'm only 2 inches over that height. So you're shorter than I, that is, but not by a great deal. But you know, some of us are small, some of us are tall, some of us are very short. You know, we're all different. We're all built differently, and that's all there is to it. He needs it for his records. Oh, oh, Maria, you tease. Right, we've come up to the hour. Oh, hi, Charlie. We've just finishing off. We've come up to the hour. Happy St. Patrick's Day to each and every one of you. Thank you all sincerely, kindly for watching. Next live stream will be tomorrow, the inspirational live stream. At I think it's 8:35 p.m. UK time. I mean, we're probably going to go about a minute over, but if I can just quickly check the time of the live stream, I will see when I'm doing it. I've just got to check. 8:35 p.m. UK time. Got bad leg, said 5. Oh no! I'm sorry if I didn't acknowledge it, Tabitha, but I hope your leg gets better. No, I won't throw me off. I'm happy to read. Thank you, Maria. You take care, lovely. And I think in about the next hour or so, I'm going to have my St. Patrick's Day pint of Guinness for Julia. I'll raise the glass for Julia, especially since she'll need it, since she's having her vitally important tests. Oh, it's a pleasure. Hello, Emma. It's certainly been a while, but nice to see you again. I know, Maureen, yes, trolls are nothing but cruel. They want to destroy your very soul. I know. Not only is it heartbreaking, it's soul-destroying. It's very, very soul-destroying. Insensitive idiots are the trolls. Blatant, insensitive idiots. Yes, tomorrow, we're live streaming tomorrow. Yes, I'll raise it for all of you. I'm going to get a post done. I'll get it on community post. I'll get it posted up, and then you'll see all of it for yourselves. Thank you. Thank you, Nutmeg. No, it was me who dealt with the very matter. It was me who dealt with it, Gabris. It was me who dealt with it. Thank you, Nutmeg. Thank you kindly. And thank you, Harriet. Right, once again to tell you all tomorrow, originally the next inspirational live stream was going to take place on the 19th of March at 8:25 p.m., but that's been changed. But I had to change that date to finish off part 2 of the podcast with Hutch. Just to let everybody know, I had to change that to finish part 2 of the podcast with Hutch to get it finished off. So next inspirational live stream will be at 8:35 p.m. UK time, and we're going to do about 70 to 75 minutes. We're going to do anywhere between 70 to 75 minutes on the inspirational live stream. Oh, sorry, I've got a text message. Oh, no, my friend sent me a video. I'm going to watch it soon. So 70, 75 minutes, we're next doing the inspirational live stream. Thank you all most sincerely, kindly for watching. Whatever you're going to do for St. Patrick's Day, hope you have a nice one. And certainly next year, St. Patrick's Day, why not go out for a nice little St. Patrick's Day celebration? If you've got the health for it, why not give it a good go? It's worth the chance taking. Especially if it's only just for a little St. Patrick's Day pint of Guinness in the pub. Thank you all. Bye-bye, Fiona. Bye. It's funny. Goodbye, and may happiness be knocking kindly on your doorstep. Happy St. Patrick's Day all.